Greetings, PPLZs. Stanley H. Tweedle here. Cheers. So, I just got back from seeing The Amazing Spider-Man, and I was amazed. I was seriously amazed. I did not think this movie was going to be this good. I kept waiting for the point where the horrible, colossal fuck-ups would happen, and they never happened. I mean, this is a great movie for just movies. This is amazing for a superhero movie. Christopher Nolan really did change things. In terms of where this movie stands, like, The Avengers is shit. Just a pile of steaming shit compared to this. I'd say this film is somewhere between Batman Begins and The Dark Knight. I won't put it on the same level as The Dark Knight, but it's close. It's closer to The Dark Knight than it is to Batman Begins, and I fucking love Batman Begins. Come to think of it, it even kind of ends in the same way as Batman Begins. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Actually, that whole fucking ending was stolen from Batman Begins. Okay, alright, so that was something I never really realized until now. But it's because the movie was just so well done. You'll be happy to learn that Tobey Maguire is not fucking involved with this movie in any way, shape, or form. I caught Spoonie's review of this thing, and he was like, "Oh, I'm probably gonna catch some flack for this, but I think Tobey Maguire should not have been Spider-Man." Dude! Like, I kill Tobey Maguire in my mind every night when I sleep. Like, dude, fucking preaching to the choir. I can't believe there are people out there that like Tobey Maguire. There are people out there that like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man. What? Who are you people? What rock are you hiding under? Are you out of your fucking gourd? Anywho, yeah, basically, as I was watching the film, and this is just cranky, curmudgeon-y me, I only had three major problems. Well, not three, like three problems that I was cooking up for this video. Number one, like, I don't fucking believe the high school Peter Parker goes to. I kept thinking that, like, he just graduated off camera, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. This is one of those movies that feels like a long period of time has passed as you watch it in a good way. Makes you, like, kind of like Scarface feels like a lifetime, because it is a lifetime. But, you know, that's just one of the reasons why Scarface is so good. I just thought, like, this was Peter Parker just experimenting with Spider-Man, and, like, it's something he cooks up in college when you have a lot of free time on your hands. Like, this is what he does when the rest of us were sitting around drinking our livers into cirrhosis. But no, like, apparently the fucking high school is there all the fucking time or something. It's just completely and totally moronic. Like, and they're doing courses and shit that you just do not do in high school anymore. Like, if you graduate from a North American high school and you can read, you're ahead of the fucking game nowadays. You're not doing crazy mind-bending science like Peter Parker is. No. Anyway, so that was a problem. Number two, like, and I know the actor, Andrew Garfield, is just looking for screen time. He just needs to make sure his face is on fucking camera as much as possible. And you can't really do that with a superhero like Spider-Man because it covers his face. So he just randomly takes his mask off, like, for a couple of scenes. Nothing comes of it, but he just randomly takes his mask off too often, I thought. Also, the movie is directed by Mark Webb. Yeah, Mark Webb directed Spider-Man. I thought that was amusing. There's, like, for arachnophobes, and I really think there should be a warning for movies, because I have a mother that tweaks out. Like, nothing like, this is rated R, you're not allowed to bring your kids in, but just, like, as a tagline, be aware this film contains scenes of spiders. And close-ups of spiders, lots of spiders crawling around and everything. You know, it's just something that I think would be nice for people who have mothers that get hysterical over spiders. Or people who know people, or people who are hysterical over spiders. Anyway, Yeah, Tobey Maguire is noticeably not in this film, and it makes the film so much fucking better. Um, seeing this movie, I have a new perspective on Spider-Man and superheroes in general. I did talk a little bit about them in a previous video about the concept of the heroic, and yes, there's a lot of anti-statism with this Spider-Man. Like, there's this scene where like all of the people of New York that Spider-Man helped put their lives on the line to help out Spider-Man, and it's this great and inspiring thing. Except the only reason they have to do it is because some stupid pig accidentally shot him in the leg. But yeah, the people have to band together and pick up the mess that the fucking stupid pigs caused. Brilliant scene. I loved it. I thought there was a little subconscious truth there. Anyway, this movie is just. But yeah, I watched this movie in the clear mindset of having taken the red pill, as Arini would say, with regards to men and women. And it's actually, the character of Spider-Man is really interesting. Kind of like Lex, another series that I like. It's about, it's essentially about puberty. It is, like, it's about a boy who goes through transformation where he becomes suddenly physically stronger and much smarter and interested in women, and he goes out and starts that transformation. That's what we call puberty. It's exaggerated because these things are subconscious and they're meant to appeal to us subconsciously. So, like a dream, these things are exaggerated, and that's. You take the physical transformation of your average boy to an adolescent and throw that into magnify it, and you get something very much like Spider-Man. So, like, Spider-Man is very much about a boy who becomes a man. And, of course, they pick Tobey Maguire, who is a fucking walking vagina, who is never becomes a convincing man. The character played by Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker, it's really convincing, his changes. He starts off as the complete loser, and he becomes the cool guy. And I really don't want to spoil much more of the story. And I know I just say that as if, like, yeah, that's a standard story. No, that's not a standard story nowadays. Nowadays, like, you wind up with some douchebag like Tobey Maguire, who he goes through the motions of what a hero should do. Like, he has some very unconvincing, uninvolving CGI fight scenes, because Lord knows you can't get a man to do them in stunts today, because that was cool. Like, and even the villain is sympathetic, I thought. I thought the villain had a really decent motivation, basically being driven mad through losing a limb and kind of going kooky off of some crazy serum shit. I'm not spoiling too much, but yeah, like, I really felt for the guy, and this is because I have a thing with missing limbs. Like, and apparently a lot of people do too. Like, the thought of going through life with a missing limb horrifies me. Like, more so than actually being killed. I don't know why. It's just like that horrible feeling. Like, I'm gonna go reach for my beer. Oh my God, my arm isn't there, and I'll be doing that constantly for the rest of my life. That even just thinking about that kind of makes me a little sick. So maybe that was just me, but I had a lot of respect and interest in the lizard. Just the whole movie is really, really well done. All the characters are really, really interesting. Dennis Leary is in there as comic relief, but you don't hate Dennis Leary's character. Dennis Leary's character is actually interesting, and he actually does some stuff, and he's respectable. It's just that he's Dennis Leary, basically, in this. He doesn't take shit from everyone. He's an asshole. I'm an asshole. What an asshole. Anyway. How do I rate the movie? I gotta rate it a 9 out of 10. I really gotta do it. It was a really, really well done film. And if you don't see this movie in theaters, you are cheating yourself. Stanley H. Tweedle, cheers.